Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'll be walking you through the process of how I created this flyer in CorelDraw. Of course, like we've always done, from beginning to the start until we arrive at this. Right? Great. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, now is the best time to subscribe to my channel, and make sure you turn on the post notification like this so you miss any video I'll be dropping after now. Without having to say too much, let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is go over to file and click on new, and of course I'm going to give this a name. So I'm going to go with church flyer, and I'm going to set this 5 by 5 RGB please, and resolution stays at 300. Click OK. Then this is what you greeted with when you come into CorelDraw. So double click on this rectangle to form a replica of that rectangle here like this. Right click to remove the outline. Click on that first one. Great. So to start things up, what I would like to do is I'll go over to the text tool, and I'm just going to type something like this. So I'm going to start with the rising. I'm going to change the font that I used. Sorry, I flipped it. Ctrl Z restores that. Good. So the font I use is Angelic Child. So you can always get the font and the images that I used in the link in the description of this video. So do well to click on the link to download these things so that you can practice with them. So I'm just going to change this to glory. Well, apparently this is going to be bigger, so I'm just going to go over to okay, so using my shape tool, this is the shape tool, I'm just going to show you can either move this out or move this in. I'm not a big fan of having too many spaces in between text most times, so I'm just going to make this big and make sure it aligns with the rising glory like this. Okay, just like this. So I'm going to give you this color here. Select this. Instead of going back, press Ctrl R to repeat what you've just done, or you can go over to the palette here and select the color. Right, just click on this, change the color like this. So I'm going to add extra effect to this, which is a gradient effect. But I'm going to be starting with this. So press G on your keyboard and drag like this, letter G. Right, so you have these two variations. I'll go up here and select elliptical fountain fill. Right, good. And I'm just going to bring this out here like this. Click on the pick tool. I want to put the same effect on the glory, so I'll just right drag. When you see this, release and select copy fill here. Right, so instead of going through the whole process of creating a new gradient and going to select the one you want to use, that's how you can simply copy the properties of one effect onto the other. So I'm going to group this, Ctrl G and press P to centralize it on the page, and I think I'll just leave it here. So I'll select my rectangle. I'm just going to draw on that rectangle here like this. Select this and apply it here. I use my eyedropper tool. Remove the outline. And this blue looks somehow very bright. I really do not like it, so hold down Control while you click on black to mix it with the black color. So you can also use that technique to mix other colors together. So I'm just going to type this, change the font. This is Montserrat. So what I'm going to do now is select the ellipse, hold down Control to draw a perfect circle, remove the outline and go to transparency, select this and select this, right? So go back there and I'm going to change it to screen. So what I'm going to use this to do is I'm going to create a light effect and I'm going to put them along these regions like this, make this smaller, put this here, and voila, there you go. So I'm just going to bring this one here and put it somewhere here, so I have it not only on the glory but on the rising too, so it matches all the way up, right? Great. So I'm going to use this rectangle or Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and I'm going to drag this one up here like this, right? As you can see it up here already. Press G on your keyboard to activate the gradient, and I'm just going to drag like this. So I'm going to double click on the point here to add a color, but I'll start with this place first. So I'm giving this the green color. So I'll double click on the line here, select the color for that, move this out. I think this area is good. Okay, I'm changing this one color. Okay, press G, do that again, double click, make this part yellow instead, bring this here, double click here, change the color. I'm going to use this color here. So basically I'm using 4 colors to create this nice gradient effect. So this is the color code for the first one, this is the color code for the second one, the third one, and this is the color code for the last one. No. Okay, so now that you have that done, let's move on to the next thing. So with the same rectangle, I'm just going to draw this here. I'm going to have this position here, but I'm going to copy that effect with how I did it in the first place for the rising and the glory. You can see how effective this is. This is actually best if you want to save time and you don't want to start doing things like from the bare scratch, right? So it's what some persons will call shortcuts. So there's so many shortcuts in CorelDraw, right? But what I would advise strongly is learn the normal procedure first before you master the shortcuts, right? Great. So I'm going to draw a rectangle and I'm going to give this white, nothing extra, just a rectangle there, and duplicate it, Ctrl C, Ctrl C and Ctrl V, drag this while holding shift. If you don't hold shift, this is what you'll be doing. Alright, so put this one here like this. Alright, but just make sure it is centralized. As you can see now, it's centralized. Great. So the next thing I would like to do is I'll go over to my type tool, text tool, or my font, and I'm going to add some extra details to this. So I'm just going to draw this rectangle here. I'm going to use the same effect that I did. I'm just going to right drag, copy fill here. But then again, remove the outline. There's a slight problem here. You can see that the gradient is not flowing well. So click on G on your keyboard and just realign it well like this. That's all. So having done that, duplicate this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and voila, there you go. Okay, so the next I'm going to do is go to the rectangle tool. So I'm just going to draw my rectangle like this. I need it to be longer than this. Okay, good. This is a good place. But I'm going to just reduce the height, give it a white color, remove the outline, right? But with this, I'll add some extra effect to this, and this is what I would do. Click on transparency tool, go to the middle of it, drag from white to black. Make sure you're holding down shift for this. So I'm just going to release this here. Good. Then I'll go to bitmap, convert to bitmap, just click OK, go back to transparency, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other side like this, and boom, this is what you have. So Control Okay, if I control anything, let me reduce this. It's still too long. Duplicate this and put this here. So this is what you have. This is the effect, right? So selecting the two of them like this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and just bring the duplicate copy down here. Oh, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, thank you, and put this here. You can see how nice this is, like, so that information you have on top can just stand out. That's the whole reason why we're doing this, right? So I'm just going to go on with my type, add some extra details, and we're good to go. So this is Thanksgiving service, right? So I'm just going to position this well, and from henceforth I'm just going to split this so we don't spend all the whole time here. Okay, there you go. So I have all of my text in place, right? Good. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my resource file, because I need the church logo here. So I'm just going to bring this inside like this. Then of course there's a problem with this. You can see that it came with a black background, but not to worry, you're going to get rid of it. So click on ellipse tool, right? Make sure it's in the middle. Select this C and E and make this bigger like this. No, that's too big. Just make it bigger so it covers the white frame itself. Still small. Make it bigger. Almost there. Make it bigger. Great. So I'm gonna give you white so see what we're doing in real time, and select the two of them and click on that. Right? Good. So that's how you get rid of things like that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my last resource file for this particular flyer. So go over to my folder and I'm just going to drag this picture of this nice looking dove bird. I don't know the species per se, but this looks like a dove. So I'm just going to drag it. Is it he or he or she? I'm just going to drag the bird inside like this, and I'm going to position this well here like this. Then of course I'm going to add a little bit of effect to it. Go to bitmap, effect, blur, and motion blur. So I'm going to change the direction first, and I'm going to increase the distance like this. Make sure preview is turned on so you see what you're doing in real time, so you can see. So I'm just going to copy this light effect and make it bigger and put it here so it reflects on the bed just like this. So I'm just going to make some few alignments and make sure everything is balanced, and okie dokie, we're done. So guys, this is how I created this flyer in CorelDraw. Alright, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button, and if you've not subscribed, try and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the post notification so you don't miss any videos I'll be dropping from now. Ciao.